to this week's vlog. Now you might notice something here, and that is because I have got my mic on. So in my last video, which was we done the arena hire up at Coxley, it was my latest vlog, so you guys might have already seen it. If not, go and check it out. I mentioned that I've got a mic. But I was waiting for it to come, and I was hoping it was going to be here for that vlog. But anyway, doesn't matter. So this is my first time using it. So it'll be interesting to see if you guys can see a difference. You might not see a difference while I'm stood here, but when I'm like further away and I've got my tripod on, hopefully you guys will be able to hear me a lot better. Today, Danny and I are off show jumping, so we're going back to Coxley, and I think I want to say it's the fun jumping. I don't think it's the mini fun jumping like the one we done last month. I just think it's the fun jumping. So as you can probably tell, Dan is currently eating his breakfast, and in a minute I'm gonna get mucked out. Luckily, it isn't too much of an early start today, which is good because they're starting with poles on the ground. Now you guys are also probably wondering, what height am I going to do today? Now last month I done the 50 and the 60 centimeters, and guys, I'm going to do it again today, and there are reasons for it. I said last month that I was probably going to go and do the 70 this time. Basically, if you guys haven't watched my back show jumping vlog, the reason why I done the 50 centimeters was because Danny and I hadn't been out show jumping since last April. So it was like nearly 12 months. Also, if you guys have been following us for a very long time, you guys will know that we've both lost our confidence, and since September we have been slowly building our confidence back up by having lessons and things. And finally, back in January, we decided that it would be that we feel ready and confident enough to go out to a competition, which is I went to Down Farm to do the arena eventing, and we done it at the 60 centimeters because that was the smallest that they done for arena eventing, and it was very successful. We got round with no stops, and then the following month we went back there and I done the 60 centimeters again, and unfortunately we did have 2 stops in the show jumping but went clear in the cross country. So then we went show jumping, and I thought I'm going to do my 50 centimeters and my 60 centimeters because if you guys don't already know, I do normally show jump at 60 and 70 centimeters, but Zara's 70 is always a lot bigger than 70, guys. She actually does it at 80. So imagine from like 60 centimeters, which is quite small, let's be honest, and then an 80 centimeters jump. It is a little bit of a jump, and it's normally fine if we're feeling confident, but I wanted to have a nice confident round without having any stops, so I decided to go a height down. And last month was very successful. We went clear in both of our classes, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was very, very tempted to do the 70 centimeters today. I was very close to doing it because last weekend when we went and hired Coxley, I just felt so confident, the most confident that I have felt in such a long time, which is obviously amazing. And Coxley have got the massive, well, it's not massive, they got the big Union Jack wall, and I was actually meant to jump it last weekend, but I completely forgot about it. We done the little one but not the big one, and that is normally in Zara's 70, and I was like, there's no point entering it if the Union Jack wall's going to be in there because we haven't been over it. Also, he was looking at it last weekend when we was riding around, and I don't want to have that stop because I want to keep it good, and I want to jump around the Union Jack jump in a lesson, or if we go and hire it again instead of doing it in a competition, because it's obviously a different atmosphere when you're in a competition than if you are on your own jumping or in a lesson. So that was one of the reasons why I wasn't going to do the 70 centimeters, and I thought I'll just do it next time and I'll book a lesson with Zara or go and hire it again and get him over the wall and just see what he's like. So I actually went in as a late entry because we wasn't sure whether we was going to do it today or not, and I only let Zara know yesterday, and I messaged her to say I'm going to do the 50 and 60 and I'm going to do the 70 next time because I imagine she's probably thinking, why isn't she just doing the 70? And she said the wall is not in the 70 centimeters, and I was like, okay. So then that did make me think, shall I just go and do it? But then she told me that the ladder is going to be in the 70 and the planks are going to be in the 70. Now, we're fine with the planks. We jumped the planks last weekend, not a problem. The ladder, I hate the ladder. And obviously, with me going in with that mindset that we're going to have a stop at the ladder, he's going to stop at it. So I decided, you know what? Let's just not do the 70. Let's go back round the 50 and the 60, have another confident round, keep our confidence up. I told Zara that I will have a lesson with her before her next show jumping, and then next time we will definitely go out and do the 70, because last weekend we was jumping 70. Like, it's not the height that's the problem, it's the silly old ladder. If the ladder wasn't in there, then I would have probably have gone and done the 70 today. But it's fine. So yeah, that's the height we're going to do. I did find last month that the 50 was just so small, but it's fine. The whole point is to have another confident round and hopefully feel as confident as I was last weekend. But guys, I feel that was a very long intro. I need to get mucked out now, so I'm going to get Dan mucked out and then go and get the trailer. We are leaving here at 10 o'clock. And the 50 centimeters starts at 22:11, I think it is. And I'm the last one in, because obviously that's the last entry, and I'm the last one in the 60 as well. Hopefully it's going to stay dry for us. It's a bit of a grey, kind of misty, bluey kind of day today, but for now I'm going to get mucked out. Time, guys, to reverse the trailer and get it ready to put Dan in a bit. Right, got Dan here. I just pulled his rug back halfway because it's a bit of a weird temperature, guys. It's not cold, but it's not warm, if you know what I mean. There is still that slight chill this morning. So obviously he needs to be brushed. Then I've then got to put his rug on, his tendon boots on, his travel boots and everything like that. All of the stuff there that I'm using today. I've just got to go and get the brush from the cupboard and give him a nice good brush and make him presentable and look smart. He's got his haylage there that he can munch on. And yeah. Okay guys, Dan is all nice and brushed. He's had his tail and his mane brushed and everything like that. Now going to get his rugs on. Well, rug on and travel boots and tendon boots, etc. Yes, but his tendon boots are on and overreach boots are on and his fleece on. I'm on an R-ing whether to put his neck on or not, as it obviously is getting warmer. But it is always quite cold at Coxley. By the way, guys, I've still got an Easter thing which I need to take down, but I'm too short to get it. But it's super easy to take off if I feel that he's a bit too warm, because his fleece is quite thick as well. I can just take it off, but he might be. Okay, I have also put his turnout rug, his 200-gram turnout rug, in the trailer just in case it rains, because in the 60 I'm the last one, so we're going to be waiting for quite a while after the 50 centimetres. But now I need to get his travel boots on. His travel boots on. I need to go to the toilet and we are running quite late. Dan always likes to go for a wee before he gets on the trailer, so I'm just gonna undo him, let him do his own thing, and then we will start loading. Let's go, boy. Just see that one chicken up there. Where are you off to? Pin this back. Oh, Dawn needs to be let out as well. Where are you going? Look at how many poos, guys. I've mucked out and everything. Did actually sweep up, believe it or not. And look, you made a mess. Good boy. Oh, now I just dropped the lead rope. You ready to have some fun, Dan? Good boy, there's my dog. There's Dawny. Don't worry, Dawny, I won't forget to let you out. Good boy. Go on, Dan, I got to do the turn. Sorry, guys. I'm going under the haylage net. You are on my tripod and I don't think it's going to stay. So I'm going to have to put you in the bucket, guys, okay? Bit of a weird view. Oh, you're going for a poo, Dan. Okay. Good boy. That is a wet one, boy. Right. Tie the lead rope up. You can have a carrot. Sorry guys, it's really bad. You're filming. It's quite big boy. Alright. Can you fit that one in? Or is that enough? Is that enough? Right, you can have them. Right guys, we are actually running quite late. Got to get in under and up the trailer and we'll be on the way. Good boy, Dan. So I thought I would pop on here and do a voiceover for you guys. So this is my first class, which was the 50 centimetres, and the bell had just been, but I couldn't get the right canter, so just trotted and then obviously asked for the right canter, which he done very nicely. So the first one is this blue cross pole, so a nice jump to start off with of the course. I think just coming up to there, he was kind of looking at that Union Jack wall and was thinking, what is that? But he was fine. Number 2, that jump was in the exact same position as last month when I done the show jumping, and he just always likes to over jump it, which you'll see in the next class as well. But as you can see, he's going nice and forward here, which is something that I have been working on, especially since Tim has been saying it since Pontypool. But he's going so nicely here. I'm super happy with how he was going. Now this German fence here, this is where the time section started. But he was very forward today, which last month he was a bit slower. He was quite slow. But he was definitely enjoying himself. And I felt, as I was going around this corner, I was like, I think I need to steady up. But I didn't. I just was like, nope, he's doing it. This is the last jump. And we went clear. I couldn't be happier with this round.
So Millie is clear. And Millie is clear in a time of 25.06. Well, 60 centimetres. This is Millie Daniel riding Danny.
Again, I thought I would do another voiceover. So this is the 6 centimetres, as you would have just heard from Zara. So it was basically the same course, just with an extra jump than the 50. So again, we're starting at the blue crosspole, which is nice to start the course as well. Now here, he did actually change his leg, but I didn't realise, so I brought him back to trot and asked again. And here is where he over jumps it. It's so funny how it's always that jump. Again, I have a nice open forward canter, which was obviously what we was wanting. Number 5 was a spread, which in the last 6 centimetres last month, it was literally just straight bars and cross poles. That was a straight bar. Again, this is where the time section starts. My saddle felt like it was slipping there. That's why I went to the side. Number 7. Number 8, he done really nicely. Like, he was just taking me to all the jumps today, which was really nice. Again, that was another oxer. Then coming round over to 10, and this is where he just chips in at this first double and just knocks his pole with the back foot, which was a bit annoying, but he done so well, so I'm so proud of him. So I brought him back to trot here to change his leg, and also it was a little bit of a tight turn, but he'd done it very well, and this was the end of our course.
Well done. So just unfortunate full faults then.
Guys, what a star Dan the man's been. Just rugging him up. I'm holding him. He's been such a superstar. He's had some carrots, as you can see by the bit. You're such a good boy. You can have your haylage. Such a good superstar. Just got to find out what we've come now, guys, in the 60, if we have come somewhere. Oh. Good boy. Such a good boy today. Might get the clean off now. Right. Get that bit out of your mouth, boy. Let's take your tennis boots off, Dan. Travel boots. Travel boots?
I don't know what I've done with them.
You.
No, I don't.
Ready, Dan? You're such a good boy. Oh, good boy. He's such a good boy. Yeah, you can have some more treats in a minute. Oh, look, there's a carrot in here, Dan. Here you go. Good boy. Stay in the
I'm
drum.
going to go poo now.
Lovely, Dan.
So if I could have the poop scoop, I'll get it out.
Yeah. Come on, Dan.
Good boy, Dan.
Such a good boy you are, Dan. Good boy! Yes, you've got another one here from earlier that you didn't eat. Right guys, I still need to find out where I've come in the 60, and yeah, we're not ready to leave yet, but it started to rain, so we've we've just put him in so that he's out of the wind and the rain. So we're lucky with the weather today. It's been dry for us, which is good, isn't it, Dan? So I'm going to sort out and then I'll debrief in the car. Haven't found out the 60 results yet. I've got my 50. Yeah, oh, we got third, Dan. Right guys, sat in the car, got cheesy chips. Gonna eat these and then head off, and then I'll do a debrief. You want more treats, don't you? I mean, you do deserve them. By the way, guys, Dan doesn't have his travel boots on because we can't find them. Because we can't find them. They're somewhere in our car and all the stuff. Dan the man has got his turnout rug on, overreach boots which I left on from today, and he can now chill out in the field for the rest of the day. It's a little bit spitty, the weather. Dawny's here, I've just given her a treat because she's waiting for one, and now just cleaning out the trailer. Okay guys, so we are now back. Dan's been out in the field for probably about an hour now. I've got change, we've took the trailer back and everything. Excuse the back of our car, it is full with all of our stuff. We've just chucked it all together and we've sorted it all through so it's easier to get home later when we take it up. So you guys will have already seen my riding footage, and Dan was just epic. So unfortunately I haven't got my rosette on me. It is somewhere in the back, either in the boot which is jam-packed or in the back. I'm not sure where it is, so I will not be able to show that in the vlog. But so let's start with the 50. Let's actually start from the minute we get there because it was a little bit of a rush. So the 50 centimeters was meant to start at 10:35 and I was the last rider in, and there was 9 riders, so I was thinking, oh, there's plenty of time. Like, we got there for about 10:15 it was, so I was thinking we don't need to rush, there's loads of time. Like, the 50 centimeters doesn't even start yet, so we just sat in the car probably for about 5 minutes until all of a sudden we heard the 50 centimeters starting with the first rider, and we was like, what? So we quickly got out, got Dan out, got him ready, tacked him up, obviously got myself ready and got on, went down into the warm-up, and by the time I tacked up and got on and got into the warm-up, about 5 riders had already been. So luckily I know the lady that was stood at the gate because I will help out up at Coxley when they've got competitions on and that. So she said it doesn't matter, just basically go in when you're ready. So I warmed up, obviously walked, trotted and cantered on both reins, and then popped him over the jumps. Unfortunately I don't have that much footage of the warm-up, so I do apologise. So I always obviously pop him over the cross pole first, the smaller one, and then I think the other one was like a tiny little oxer. Popped him over the oxer. I don't like to do too much jumping in the warm-up, but I like to pop over it until I feel like, yeah, we're both going to be okay. So I normally go over the cross pole about twice, and then the other one about twice as well, and then I leave it at that and just continue walking around unless I feel, no, we've got to keep going round until I feel okay. But today was fine. We literally went over them like twice, that was it. And then I walked round, learnt the course, sat on Dan, that's what I normally do at Coxley, and then I went in. So one thing that I've been really working on, because recently, since losing our confidence, I've been liking to trot into the jumps. I just feel that it works better for us. And then it wasn't until I had the Pontypool lesson with Tim Cheffings, he was like, you need to start getting him forward into the jumps, getting him cantering. So the last show jumping competition I'd done last month at Coxley, I did mention to you guys that I wanted to canter in both of my classes, which is what I done, and Dan just went so much better. I got him going forward from basically the minute the bell went. So that's what we done again today, and he went round clear. He was a lot more forward this time, whereas last month he was slower in his classes, but he was a lot more forward in the 50, and we went round clear, and I think my time was 25.06, which was good, and we got place third, so I'm super happy with that. Like I said, there was 9 riders in there, so absolutely buzzing about that. The minute I got out, Dan was like, where's my treat? So we gave him his treat, and then we had to wait a little bit longer until the 60 centimeters. And last month, I'm pretty sure the 60 centimeters were mainly cross poles, and there was like 1 or 2 straights in there, whereas today I think there was about 2 cross poles or possibly 3 cross poles in the 60, and then the rest there was a few oxers and spreads and straight bars as well. So they only added on 1 more jump into the 60, but it was the same course, and they didn't add the wall in, which I mentioned this morning before we left. And we went in and done the 60, and again he was forward as well, and he went round amazing. We just had one unfortunate pole, but everyone seemed to be getting that pole in the 60, which was quite annoying. So, and it was like the third one to the last, if that makes sense. So he went round really nicely. It was just unfortunate, which I'm so annoyed. Well, I'm not annoyed, I'm gutted. Because I went down to Zara because I didn't hear our results, and I was like, did we come anything or not? Because I wasn't sure, because we had the pole, and she was like, if you didn't have that pole, you was one of the fastest, you would have got placed second. I was like, are you serious? But unfortunately, because we did have that pole, we got knocked down to 7th, which obviously you don't get a rosette, it only goes up to 6th, which I'm not worried about anyway. But I'm just super happy because we had no stops. Dan honestly thoroughly enjoyed himself. The vet that we use, Paul, he was stood and he watched our run, and he was like, as soon as I come out, you have to go in like one way, and then once you finish, you go out the other end. And I walked out and Paul was like, that was mega, he loved it. And I was like, yeah, Dan definitely loved that. He thoroughly enjoyed it, which is just amazing. And it started to rain. We were so lucky with the weather today. It has been dry for both of my classes, and just as I finished, it started to rain. So I obviously got Dan sorted and loaded him up. And yeah, that was our day. So I'm super happy with Dan. Also guys, you will know that I mentioned in the last vlog that I didn't wear a back protector last time, which is like a big thing for me. And obviously I know the jumps are not high, that's why I didn't do it, because I feel that I don't need it for 50 or even the 60 really. But I didn't wear my back protector again today, which is that's a big thing for me. And the 70, I didn't actually look to see at the 70, but I don't think Zara ended up putting the ladders in. But Dan and I could definitely go in and do the 70, but I wasn't going to do another class because I personally only like doing 2 classes. I think 3 classes at a competition is a lot for them. So obviously we've done our 2 classes, but next time I'm definitely going to do the 70 because I do think Dan finds the 50 very easy, which is obviously a good thing. And it is very small as well, so we definitely need to get back up at the 70, but I will be continuing to do my 60 because that is my normal height. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. It was so good to be back out, and yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please make sure that you like and comment and put this on your Instagram story. Don't forget to tag me in it so that I can see it, so I can share it onto my story and give you guys a little shout out. I haven't actually got my mic on now, but I hope my mic, you could hear me better. Comment down below what you thought of it. And this is going to be so good from when it's being filmed from further away. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear me better. But for now, I'll see you all next time. Bye!